Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We are here with Metaphor Refantazio. This is Antigonus Gaming. We are back. We are on Virga Island in the village. We are going to try to save the priestess who is in the dragon temple, who is Edeni, the Mustari who was running to be king's sister. And she's the spiritual leader of the town, whereas he's the political leader. So we're in the village. All the people here basically are Mustari. They all have varying helmets on, because that's what they do. And the buildings are all made of wood, kind of like islander type architecture. So we've got like cloth ceilings almost. Hey. Oh, let's see here. We're gonna buy some items here. Alright. Oh, nice. We can buy some spirit dust, which will basically full heal the party. It's 200 HP to everybody. And we're gonna go to we'll go to the tavern too to see if there's anything we can get from this town's informant. And then we're gonna head out and try to see if we can get into the temple. So, nope, doesn't look like the informant is here yet. So we can head out, and we're gonna go to the temple.
Leave it out, mate.
Excuse me.
So we head down. We're going down like a wooden pathway because the village is on multiple.
All right then.
Here. I am in the wrong area though.
All right then.
Alright, so actually I know I'm not. Okay. So we're heading towards the beach, out of town. So we head to the beach where the runner is parked at. And there's all kind of flags and stuff. We got houses and buildings because we're no longer parked on the far side of the island. We're parked on the main beach. So, getting the gauntlet runner.
All ready for departure? Time to save that bally damsel in distress, eh?
Route map.
So this is the Dragon Temple. It's not too far from Virga Island, but we have to consider the currents.
Now then.
How far do I run her then? Alright, so we don't have any camps we have to go to. There's two main islands in this archipelago. The southern one is Virga Island, and the northern one is the Dragon Temple Island. There's another small island in the middle, and then there's all these whirlpools and stuff. The currents are not good, so looks far. How long will it be? The currents are stable. We'll get there within the day. Here it says, no time to wait. Are we prepared? I'll say, let's go. Capital. I'll have you at that temple faster than you can say divine
bring
relic.
the fight to them.
All right, then we're off. Let's keep our wits about us. Alright, we're gonna finish Juna's book. Top secret, do not read. Juna's art journal. The words do not read are written on the cover. I'm about done reading it. That's probably something Juna wrote herself. It says not to read it, but doesn't that make you just want to look at the site even more? If I read the book, I may gain more courage. So we spend some time reading this book, I'll say read the book. Clusters of cryptic phrases and abstract drawings fill the pages. Was this written in some sort of trance? Hand-drawn illustrations span the pages on one side, the world on the other side, a heart in between the song connects them. Seems she tried drawing this one. Next is a depiction of an enormous woman embracing the entire world, smiling. Is this supposed to represent something? Well, certainly can say that artistic expression is a serious business for Juna. I feel like glimpsing into Juna's raw creative passions increased my courage.
All right.
With that, I finished the book. I feel like my understanding of the world is deeper.
All right.
And we get more courage as a bonus for finishing the book.
Navigating the archipelago's currents north of Virga Island, the Dragon Temple comes into view. It is dedicated to the dragon god, Et. The wind carries the unsettling cries of beasts over the water, ensuring that even reaching the temple will be a trial. The gauntlet runner pulls into the shores of the isolated island amidst surges of sinister magla.
We're here. Maybe the tide was with us this time, but that was a much quicker trip than I thought.
What's up, Del? You seasick?
No, and keep your eyes on them, not me. Don't want them pinching the lance and doing a runner.
You really worry too much, mate. Once you've got doubts in your head, you don't know how to let them go.
That's the Dragon Temple.
Alright, so we're looking at the Dragon Temple. There's a staircase that goes up to a higher level, and we can see the temple. It's about 2 or 3 floors high on each side. And then in the middle, where the entrance is to the main building, there's like 3 pillars coming out of the top of the entrance, so it's like almost like a U-shaped building. We're down on like a lower platform, but there's steps that take us up to the area right by the entrance, and then there's like a mountain formation behind the temple.
Just as I thought.
And there's plants growing all over the temple.
I've seen this exact view in historical art. It's as ancient as ruins come. Perhaps the reason the Sanctus Church doesn't want anyone near the island is that they want whatever's inside to stay buried.
I'd avoid it too if I could. The place looks totally overrun with magla. We're definitely gonna find some monsters in there.
This melancholia aura is most ominous. What is this magic? And from whence is it born? We only ever see it when faced with grave burdens.
Might not be unrelated. We know magic is possible without an igniter. In other words, magla can be controlled by the mind alone.
You venture that it springs from mortal minds?
Hey, you lot about finished? Let's get on with it.
He's right. Let's hurry on.
Alright, so we're gonna head on up the steps.
Oh.
And we see that the entrance, there's a giant tree that is growing in the entrance, so we can't even get in. It's growing out of the ground, blocking the way in.
Look at the entrance. What's going on here?
It's some kind of giant tree, right? But it almost feels like it's radiating pure magla.
We shall force our way through if we must.
And no damage.
The woods turns aside all steel. It's no normal tree. The melancholia's influence, maybe.
That's the best you've got, old man. Too sloppy by half. I'll show you how it's done.
Del
Del,
holds his
what's
ankle.
wrong?
Nothing, I'm sound. Just dizzy, that's all.
Hey, Del! Whoa! You're burning up! Why?
Allow me.
He was wounded against the human we fought out at sea.
Your foot is badly injured. It is infected and inflamed. What possessed you to hide this?
I said I'm fine. Stop wasting time.
A wound-borne fever can turn fatal. We should turn back.
She's right, Del. We've got to get that looked at.
Basilio, are you gonna listen to me or not?
Oh, please. You don't get to die like an idiot. From an infected foot of all things. Learn to rely on your allies. That's what a real warrior does.
Sorry, Del. I can't afford to listen to you this time.
You damned fool.
And Del falls over and passes
We need
out.
to get back to the village. Every second counts. Teleporting might be our best bet.
Right. We'll be seen, but we don't really have a choice right now. We can't get into the temple like this anyway. Let's ask around back at the village to find out if there's a way in.
Basilio, carry him to the bunk inside the gauntlet runner. Also, once we get moving, don't leave the room or look outside. We're charging home full throttle. Understood?
What? Right, got it.
We're back in the inn. The doctor that helped Edeni shows up, along with Edeni. It was good that you came back immediately. One night more of this and he'd be lost. But rest easy, boy. I've treated him with both magic and material cures. A good, hardy parapet's constitution should be all he needs to fight the fever. Phew, okay, that's good. However, he'll have to stay on bed rest even once the fever's down. He pushes himself too far, he'll never walk on that leg again.
Thanks.
I'd listen to her if I were you, Edeni says. Thank you so much, and actually, there's one more thing we could use your wisdom on.
I see.
A giant tree in the temple. I didn't see it when I was in the area. If it's grown that much in a short time, it might be magma exposure. The temple is positively leaking this stuff. I believe I understand. If your aim is to destroy this tree, a concoction known to the ancients as the Potion of Blight may be the wisest choice. Truth be told, there are no record of ingredients needed to make it. All I know is that they're not found on the island. I've heard that something that induces thirst is needed. If you could bring me that, I'd try my hand at concocting the Potion of Blight.
Understood.
Understood. We'll track them down. If we want to get to the temple, we'll have to do something about that tree.
Let's give it a shot.
Ancestral solution. I need to obtain an ingredient for the Potion of Blight. I wonder where such a rare item could be found. Batlin or the informant in the Golden Deer Hearth might know more.
Hey.
Sorry, Lady Judah. The way I see it, someone's got to stay and look after Del, Cilio says. Don't be silly, Bass. Of course you should stay with him. You know he'd be chased right after us otherwise. Hate to say it, but we're short on time as it is. Think you lot might have to handle all this temple shite alone. Seems our debts are piling up, eh? I'll say don't worry about it.
Listen.
You don't need to worry. This is about when Del would say something like, hey, they're gonna run off with the lance, waste them all. But me, I don't think you lot are so bad. I trust you. So we'll hang about here and you sort out the lance. So, well, the priestess girl and all that, if you like. Can't exactly turn me back on your sister after all you've done for me, own brother, can I? I definitely could stand to learn a lot from you if you ask me. But don't worry, you can leave it to us, Juna says.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Let's see if we can find Batlin, because he won't charge us for the information, I don't think. The informants charge you for the info.
Nonetheless.
That giant tree is walking away. I am very much looking forward to covering it in the potion of blight. Don't get ahead of yourself, love. We still don't have all the ingredients. Seems there's something about that makes it tougher to gather them all here on the island. Indeed, 'twould seem that we have no choice but to track those down first. A maddening delay, but when both the priestess and the Lancer Seeker inside the temple beyond our reach. We have no idea how big that temple is on the inside, nor what manner of enemies it will likely be more difficult than any of our previous endeavors.
Let's focus.
Obtain Dracodios. Deadline September 5th, 17 days. I need to head to the Dragon Temple and acquire the divine relic Dracodios for Luis. At the same time, I must fulfill my promise to Edeni to save the island. A mission with a deadline has begun. You can chart a course to the Dragon Temple by visiting Round Table at the Gauntlet Runner, which is parked on the Virga Island. Be cautious of scorching heat, inclement weather that may occur around Virga Island. The priestess Euphasia is trapped in the Dragon Temple. Rescue her and obtain Dracodios before the day you depart for Ultimate. The ingredient for the Potion of Blight, which causes things to wither.
Really?
You should start off by asking people at the village if they know anything about the potion's ingredient. Also, there's regular quests to pick up as well now.
What are my options here?
Eject me, that fool. I told her how dangerous it was, huh? You're the outsiders who promised to save Lady Eva. If only you'd come a little earlier.
Why?
Then my reckless fool of a sister might still be alive. Did she pass away? Did you talk about it? Well, she was always a bit strange, very interested in monsters. When she left home one day to set off towards a den of them just to satisfy her curiosity. She really was a fool. This happened so many times. The people on the island gave up on her. She'd come back unscathed every time before, but her luck was bound to run out. There's been no news for ages.
Please, I beseech you.
Would you be willing to adventure? I'd sleep easier if you go to the Spire of Blind Faith and slay the monster. They say, let's help.
God, I am grateful.
Thank you. I'm truly in your debt. Maybe this way her soul will find us. There's a bird-like monster called a Leogron that lords over the tower. I think that's what most likely will kill her. You should ask the informant at the tavern for a specific location of the Spire of Blind Faith, and while you're at it, some information.
Please, I beseech you.
I don't mean to send you into harm's way, but you seem capable enough. Please help the rest of us.
Let's give it a shot.
It is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 out of 6.5 out of 10, and we get a lot of money and courage.
All right, then.
I'm not quite sure where Batland is. Nice to be free of the constant oversight. I feel like we left those brothers on a sour nose. Oh, there he is.
Oh.
Hey there, despite the warm welcome I initially received from these folks, I've somehow convinced them to let me stay on the island. Anyway, what troubles you? It's written all over your face. Too bad, we're actually looking for something we've not had much luck.
I see.
An ingredient for the potion of blight that causes withering, eh? Quite the pickle if you can't find it here. Although, potion enough to dry things out. You know something that can do it? Couldn't say for sure, my memory's fuzzy on the matter, but I do believe I saw something like that in a shop once. I want to say it was the shop that dealt in medicines and like Grand Trad brings in goods from across the kingdom, so that would be your best bet. Too bad we're on the other side of the world, eh? Far cry from Grand Trad. Right. That part we can handle. I suppose we should head back to the Gauntlet Runner. Alright, so we go to the Gauntlet Runner. And we head down the wooden pathway and then out to the beach.
I won't be forgiving that anytime soon.
Just heading on through the village back to the beach.
Such a sky shore.
Okay, what's the plan?
Now then.
Warp all the way back to Grand Trad.
It's your call. Let's move. Hey, listen.
Got to find some shade. Some please do not becomes king. Swear.
We head to Sunshade Row because we have to go to the item shop.
Who'll take the crown now?
I'm out of ideas.
Well, stranger things have happened. Hey! And what is it you want?
Alright, we can buy the parched water, mysterious water that induces thirst the more you drink it. A natural desiccant to dry up plants and trees.
What's this?
Or I'll have to look that one up later.
All right, then.
So we've got the ingredient now.
Things have happened.
Turn our Roussant state, revolt for independence. Hard to see him winning support outside of the Roussant with messaging like that, but he's always pretty high in the rankings. Roussants only care about their own tribe. Maybe there's more of them out there than we
Well,
think.
stranger things have
So
happened.
that was a poster for,
What's next?
what's his name? Rudolph.
Pardon?
No, how did I warn you?
Oh, I hate them. Is Mr. Luis?
Now we're back at the Gauntlet Runner.
Are we departing?
We can head all the way back to Virga Island.
Now then.
It's your call. Let's move.
Teleportation time.
Really now? I won't be forgiving that anytime soon.
There's Edeni outside of the big house.
Hello there.
You've returned, and with zeal renewed, it seems. I'd say so, Juna says. We brought the ingredient you asked for. Now can you get working on this blight potion, can't you? I handed a flask of parched water to Edeni.
I see.
Ah, so this is what brings about thirst I've read about. I was surprised you're able to procure treasure such as this off the island in such a short time. Quite a fleet of foot. These Gauntlet Runner contraptions, I see I've much yet to learn about them.
Leave it to me.
Now, I'll go to brewing. You won't be waiting long. Take a moment to rest yourselves. Thank you for your patience. The potion is complete. This is the potion of blight our village has passed down through the generations. I'm sure it will serve you well.
Mission accomplished.
You got the item.
Thank you.
It's a big help, thank you. With this potion, I think we can get past that huge tree. Now we should be able to get inside the temple. Let us hurry and rescue the priestess. The altar where Dracodias is located should be at the far end of the temple. Considering the situation, I doubt even Eupha's made it that far. You all must ensure that you're ready to face trials before you. Perhaps the bounty requests found in the mainland cities could be just the thing. I also looked into the recruitment center before I left port. I recall noting that the available requests had multiplied.
I'm counting on you.
Ready yourselves. Though it grieves me to ask so much of you, I beg nevertheless, please save my sister.
That reminds me.
Hey, I noticed Juna helping out the villagers or something. Maybe you should check in with her when you get the chance. Oh, Juna's got a quest for us? You're looking a bit pensive, love. Make sure you take a break when you need it, or you'll end up failing when you can least afford to. So I have a bit of a favor to ask of you. It involves helping people, though. You'll hear me out, won't you? We're truly about helping anyone. I think this is right up our alley, so go on.
Thanks.
Thank you. I see a perfect little spot over there with the view.
Some of the islanders were so enamored by my songs, they opened up to me a bit. They were still rather sheepish, but I simply can't leave them hanging, can I now? Apparently, they've been plagued by monsters raiding the tombs just off the coast. I dare say that sounds right up our alley, doesn't it? If you'll help, I'll even make it interesting. I'll let you in on the secrets of a songstress.
What kind of secrets?
Oh, the key to capturing hearts. Some tips and tricks for carrying yourself with dignity. Rather useful to a kingly candidate, no? Well then, our monsters are to be found on an island the locals call the Orb-Wise Path. Their legends say that if you offer your dead to the snakes there, their souls ascend to become guardian deities. Problem being, the monsters are eating the snakes, which has left the bereaved unable to complete the ritual. The sadness in their eyes was just too much to bear. You know? I couldn't help but come to you about it. and evidently, there's some sort of offering there that's yours for the taking, if you'd like it. Well, have I piqued your interest? Do these people a favor, and I'm sure they'd rally behind you.
Situation does seem concerning. Secrets of the songstress and potential treasure have me curious too. Maybe it's worth checking it out.
So, you're in, I take it? Brilliant. I'll inform the others.
I'm sure we'll be able to handle it.
Muse, I'll tell you what. I'll throw in a little something extra for you. On top of my secrets, of course.
This one's important.
Save them out. The morning snakes. Increases imagination. I have to slay the monsters desecrating the Orbwise path. The informant at the Golden Deer Hearth on Virga Island should have more details.
Here's the place.
And it does not require a camp, but we're gonna go straight to the other. We're gonna go straight to the Dragon Temple.
And do bring me along when you go, won't you? We can tackle it whenever you're ready.
I want to buy weapons and armor
All right, then.
first.
Hey, mister.
We'll talk to the informant. Get any information we need.
Cheers.
You there, you're the one who's to save the priestess, are you not? Nice to know there are good people outside the island. I'm afraid I have nothing material to give you in return, but I can share my knowledge with you. Ask me and I will tell you all that I know. You see, I once lived outside the island, worked as an informant. Now I'm a humble fisherman. But my knowledge of the surrounding area is still unmatched. So what do you say? Anything you'd like to learn more of? So I can ask him about monsters of the Dragon's Temple.
Cheers.
So you'll have to save our priestess, and I'll give you all the information that I know. You'll find all manner of monsters over there. All are dangerous, but especially wary of the moving stone statues and the spectos. Swords and spears don't work against either of them. Spectos reflect bows and the like as well, apparently. And there's also huge tree-like monsters. I believe they're called elentos.
Between us.
But what's tricky is that there are different types of elentos. The green one's weak to fire, but the others fire won't work at all. Lastly, I hear the green ones can use wind magic. So
Come again, Eddie.
Well, that's about it. It's extra vigilant. Alright, we'll buy the other info later.
Leave it out. Let us have faith in thee.
Alright, weaponry.
Hey!
Oh, and the armor shop's in here too.
Now then.
Off we go.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if I buy one of these really strong weapons, I'll run out of money. Doesn't look like I have a spear for Hulkenberg either. I'll buy a weapon for
That's fine.
since he's weaker, and unfortunately that leaves me without money to buy anything for Juna, but it'll be okay. If I have to, because I believe I'll be able to get a weapon for her soon. Won't cost me anything.
I won't be forgiving that.
Well, we're heading to the Gauntlet Runner.
Such a sky shore.
Are we departing?
And we're gonna head to the Dragon Temple.
It's your call.
So we bring...
What to pick?
We're sailing on the water here.
Well then.
My character takes a shower, and that gives him 100 experience points. I guess we can, I can have him wash his clothes. That'll increase his max FP, which is always an important thing. Heisman's here too. I can't stand the hassle of doing laundry, you know. I once tried to invent another approach to doing it altogether. I called it bathe with all your clothes on tactic. You jump in the bath with all your clothes on, you see, and once you're done, you hang them on a beam to dry out, clothes and all. Not a bad strategy, but alas, from the design soon emerged. As soon as your clothes are drying, you become colder and colder. By the morning, I was shivering, and the tactic never saw the light of day again. Yep. We did laundry as I listened to Heisman recount his past blunders. My max MP increased by 3, and I also found some money. Now, who does this belong to? I wonder. Well, you ought to take it. Our money goes to the same cause, after all.
Navigating the archipelago's currents once more, the Dragon Temple again comes into view. It is dedicated to the dragon god, Et. The Gauntlet Runner pulls into the shores of the isolated island amidst surges of sinister maglars.
Alright, we're down at the Dragon Temple, but this time we don't have Basilio and Vazendel with us.
Let's do it.
So,
What do you think?
walk up to this creepy looking tree. We're gonna use the potion of blight on it.
Hey.
But after all the trouble we went through to get here, are we sure it's going to work on the tree this size? Juna's right. There's only one way to find out how to support it. So Will walks up to the tree, he pours it, and the tree withers down and...
Huh?
Why is it moving? What's going on here? So 'tis a monster in the tree's guide. This light brew stripped away the oaken mask to reveal the beast within. So it's like a living tree.
Incoming!
Incoming! I mean, trees are alive, but it's a tree that can move and make noise and all that stuff.
Behold this power!
And so, the weakness of the arbor trees is based on the color of their leaves. The yellow...
Perhaps
the
no
yellow
holding
leaves,
back! The power of light!
or if the leaves are green, then it's weak to fire.
Magic Seeker! Still up?
Sword Master! I'll cut you down!
Alright, we took it out in one round because we were able to use a bunch of fire spells to get extra turns. And then inflicting burn meant we were doing bonus damage the whole time.
I'll strive for greater heights.
Nice.
I continue to grow.
That scared me, but we managed somehow. Honestly, all this trouble over an angry shrubbery.
But
Our way inside the temple is now clear. Let us push onward
right.
to find Euphasia. Right, we had a rough start. Time to get back on track.
Pushing forward.
Head into the temple now.
We've got to hurry.
What do you think?
Here.
Hold on, just some more.
Speaking of,
Alright. So here we go, into the temple.
We got this. Just a bunch of weak ones. We should be fine.
Got plant monsters. We're near the entrance, right? So
Just a bunch of weak ones. We should be fine.
please.
You got this.
Add it to the collection.
Amazing! Great moves back there. I don't think we can avoid a fight here.
Oh, I got
Brace yourself.
by a chimera.
My car is down. Royal soul.
Oh, it's the Manchula.
Got you with multiple ailments.
Swordmaster!
Jonah, careful!
blade in
Looks like you've got several ailments.
Sons of
Watch your back. I'll show you. Howling wind! No way! Captain's paralyzed. We're in trouble if he can't move.
I shall vanquish evil. Tougher than I thought.
Magic Knight! Free!
Alright, we took it out.
What a finale! Keep your energy up, everyone!
What now?
Right. I could get used to this.
Alright, now I can promote Stroll the Samurai.
This right here, all right?
Just his strongest
I'm counting on
class.
Of course.
I hear the voices, so he's got like samurai style armor on, but you know, it's still like a very robotic figure. And he's got like a katana sword. O worthy heart, your temper sings. If thou art ready to bear thyself and fight with all thine heart, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the warrior, the soul of the samurai, my pinnacle. Its strength is beyond compare. I shall wield this sword in the name of justice. For my pride and the blood that flows through my body, I shall be noble in purpose until the very end.
Ah, a new power to wield.
So,
All right.
Let's see.
All right. All right.
So I'm giving him Fiery Strike, Icy Strike. I don't think I've learned a Lightning Strike yet. I'll give him Slicer. main
What now?
character is paralyzed, so we'll have to use heal on him.
No choice but to cut through them. Hanging in there? Not tired, are you? There they go.
I think I forgot to pick up a quest that occurs in this room. It's okay.
Looks like we managed to rid ourselves.
It's too late for you. Everyone stop.
And it's getting the ambush is always really nice.
Hold on.
Because it saves a lot of MP.
Be frozen!
You hit their weak point. Keep it up, Cole.
Because you're doing all this extra damage that you don't have to actually spend any skills to do. So we took out the Manjula
Keep your energy up,
without
everyone.
taking any damage
Applause, please.
and only
I
with
think we
like
got them all.
3
We'll be
skills.
safe for a while.
I imagine that would be of use.
So we head through the door, which is a small door that has looks like turquoise and like brownish art on it.
way.
I can't believe the size of this place. It's like a proper labyrinth. I wonder how deep it goes. Perhaps you could tell if it were not for the strange mist, the path ahead to Shroud. I must go before the dragon god, the voice from within. Voice from within. I am the priestess. I must offer
What's
myself.
up?
Hey, what's wrong? Are you alright? I just heard a voice inside my head. Apparently it belonged to the priestess. The priestess's voice, you say? I certainly
Okay,
couldn't hear
so
it. Well, if you've heard her voice, then that means she's alive. Come on, let's find her.
let's go.
Alright, so here's the thing. So, we see this big tablet that says...
Check this out.
Check something written on the stone monument. It says, those who are lost does the mist bedevil, but upon the proper path, no mist will there be that thwart thee. So that means their mist will be thicker when we're on the wrong path.
see.
Interesting. Then if the visibility worsens, it implies we're off track.
If so,
Okay, so here's the thing. So we're walking down these steps, and we see the bottom, but if we're on the wrong one, the bottom will quickly fade away again. And it's a maze.
There's something we can use nearby.
So, and the same goes for when we're going up.
What?
And it returns us to the very entrance of the entire room when we go
Gotta
the
be
wrong way.
something we can do here.
And then there's, like candles, or there's like torches, but the torches are, the flame is purple. Alright, let's see here. So now we're along, we came in from the north side, now...
Watching your health. You must.
Not good.
We found something.
Wow.
Kind of a helmet. And we want to get into the middle.
Hey, maybe there's something to do here.
So, and we find a mural. It's a mural. It says the old world in archaic writing. And there's what looks like a large city, like a modern city in our world. And then you've got some inscriptions of some beasts or monsters on the right and left side. And then it looks like you've got some kind of a airship looking flying thing in the middle on the top. And then there's a couple of dragons also in the sky along with it.
This is
An old world, is it? I suppose this is some kind of ancient city. If those are buildings, they're preposterously tall. Never in all my days have I seen a town such as this. Hard to believe it's a depiction of the past, isn't it? Almost feels futuristic. So if that's a city, what's surrounding it? It looks like monsters. Not monsters, no. The more I look at it, it appears as though they're being worshipped. A world where there is not one god. But one god, huh. Now that is indeed a very different understanding of history from that of sanctism. I don't think we're gonna guess our way to the right answers here. Let's press on.
Oh, yeah? Sounds crazy. But
I love this
something's
part of the game. Like, whenever I'm playing fantasy stories, that part where the characters start to kind of really figure out what's going on in the world is always... Sorry.
Sounds crazy. But something's around here.
Alright, we got another tablet we can read.
What is this?
Looks something carved in the stone. After, are these the tenets of the pagan faith? It says, be not perplexed by illusion. Accept fear and open thine eyes. Do so and the truths will be within your grasp. A warning then, Heidsmith says, but be cautious against the perplexity of illusions. Does that mean there's some way to see through the maze's contrivances? Maybe it's telling us we need to sense the magla. Perhaps my sight can do the trick here.
Hey! There's something we can use nearby. Gotta be something we can do here.
Oh, I think. Okay, so the torches turn
Sounds
off.
Crazy.
If
But
they're-
something's around. Nice! Bet we'll find a use for that. No choice but to cut through them.
Alright, we head up.
Looks
Now
like
we're
we
up
lost
on
them.
the outer edge again.
Shouldn't be anything we can't handle. We'll be okay.
We're up in the northeast corner, or northwest corner of the room. We're going around.
Let's stash that somewhere safe.
So let's see. There should be
Sounds
another
crazy.
mural around here
But
somewhere.
something's around here.
There we go, I see it. Because the torches by the regular mural, by the murals, are like normal color. It's a mural. It says the world after ruin is inscribed here in archaic writing. And you've got the city and it's on fire and it looks like you've got there's like skeletons of all different types. You've got monsters. And then there's a bunch of humans, but they all look different. And when I say humans, I mean people. Not like we think of humans, not the monster humans. It's mural, the world after ruin is inscribed here in archaic writing.
Indeed.
Based on the title, can we surmise this picked those who perished in a city torn asunder by flame? It would imply a world brought to the brink of destruction by a great war. What's on the bottom here? It looks like people are gradually changing. Is that a monster of some kind on the left? What's going on there? What a strange physiognomy. It almost looks like a human, but the figure on the right looks like a regular person. No idea what any of this means. Don't think any amount of concentration on our part's going to clear it up. The 8 tribes and humans. It's hard to see a connection yet.
Gotta be something we can do here.
Alright. So when Gallica uses her sight, wherever the
We're not alone. Keep an eye out.
torches are not lit, that means it's the wrong way to go. Alright, and we walk up and there's another mural. It's a mural. It says the War of Ruin is inscribed here in archaic writing. We have all of these. We have a handful of like little zoomed out, looks like cities. We've got a bunch of monsters on the top in like a red area, and some of them look humanoid, some of them, they all look like varying degrees of humanoid. And then we've got a picture of all these people fighting, it looks like with weapons. Little people.
Doesn't it seem like...
If this depicts the Enix War, it seems far too grand a scale. If it were, this wouldn't have been called the War of Ruin. It's likely depicting the war that led to the destruction of the old world. And the people aren't the only combatants here. There's dragons and look like monsters in the fray too. They could even be ancient gods. If you ask me, it looks more like they got roped into whatever war the people started.
What the...
You're telling me the people manipulated dragons? This many bloody dragons are as tools of war? To hazard a guess, I'd say magic. the magic which allows us to control archetypes fashioned after the heroes of old is fairly similar. If gods and dragons really started fighting, no wonder they called it a war of ruin. Could this really have happened?
However,
A war fought with dragons, just hard to fathom.
I'd say we're You've got this. There's something we can use nearby.
Alright. So we're continuing to go through this maze here.
There's something we can use nearby.
Draw steel. We are spotted.
I don't think we can avoid a fight
Got
here.
gargoyles coming after us.
Hey, you found something.
We've scattered them.
Another-
Our efforts.
Another one of these. Looks up something. Mortals are all but lone shards of Mother Earth. Look to the stars. Follow the dragon god's guidance. There's a certain poetry to it, isn't there? Sounds like it's meant to encourage living harmony with nature. But to invite us to look to the stars, surely we cannot do that from within the temple.
No.
No, perhaps it shouldn't be interpreted literally, which means...
Hey, maybe there's something to do here. Gotta be something we can do here.
Looks like we managed to rid ourselves of them.
A nice find. Add it to the collection.
Enemies up ahead. No choice but to cut through them. Enemies up ahead.
Alright, we gotta find a way down.
I don't think we can avoid a fight here.
But unfortunately, where I'm currently at, I cannot get there.
Hey, maybe there's something to do here. He must have lost sight of us. We can relax. Hey, maybe there's something to do here.
Not out of the woods just yet. Be careful.
There's something we can use nearby.
Because I don't want to, if I go up the wrong steps, I'll have to start all over again.
I don't think we can avoid a fight here. We're not alone. Keep an eye out. Sounds crazy, but something's around here.
Here we go. Okay, so they send you one way to find all the tablets, and now we gotta go back. Now we gotta backtrack.
Let's stash that somewhere safe.
Come on!
Let's take them all out!
Watch me! Raging fire! Where did one?
Great to come forth, royal soul. Scour!
Uh-oh! Brace yourselves!
No holding back! Be frozen!
Yikes! Watch out for their counterattack!
So these things are immune to most elements, it looks like.
Nice one, Captain! 3 enemies left! We can do this!
Not now. With blade in hand!
Over that one! This is just what I need! Careful! Strike attacks won't phase them!
Gale! Yikes! Here comes the counter!
Is that all? Juna's having a memory lapse. She can't use any of her skills.
This should work.
Apply.
Stroll's forgotten everything. She can't
I'll
use
hold
his
my
skills.
ground.
I let justice prevail. Worthy foe after all.
What's going on? This should be good.
It's okay.
Don't let up now.
We can do this. Here.
You hit their weakness. That's your opening, Captain.
Not over yet.
You barely made it. How about we all heal before we hit the next mess?
It brought my whole team down
There's
to 1
something
HP.
we can use nearby.
We cannot avoid this fight. Stand ready.
Here we go. Okay. Down to the next level. Now I've got to find. Here we go. All right, and now I'm down at the bottom.
I think we'll be okay if we made it this far. Probably.
Now I've got to go all the way around, and of course, all of these statues wake up to try to get me. But fortunately, I can.
Look, but
This breakage is an unusual one. Perhaps we can put it back. Alright, and we head down, and now we finally got into the chamber in the bottom, in the center of this maze. And here we have Eupha. She's praying at a table with a bunch of food.
There's someone here.
It's you. I believe we met at the spring? My name is Euphasia. I am priestess of the dragon god, but you may call me Eupha, if it pleases you.
to see you now, you seem largely unscathed. You have hidden yourself well, priestess. This place is devoid of monsters. Almost uncannily so.
I sought the room least affected by Magla. We of the Mustari are blessed with a third eye that can see magic's flow. But more importantly, why are you here?
Edeni asked us to help you. We're here in the stead of the island soldiers.
So my brother is safe. Thank goodness. Then I trust your word. Please, help me complete the ritual for the island.
Wait, girl. We want no part of this sacrifice. We're here to take you back.
'Twas your brother's own behest. If you doubt us, then you may seek your answers from him.
My brother would have you stop me. But why?
This is so crazy to think he doesn't want his sister to die.
But what happens if I return? The island's Magla royals. Our people are tormented by horrors from the sea. Even our herds are being driven to madness. The chaos must be quelled. And if I stand as sacrifice, no one else will need to.
A fire burns in you, girl. It's a valor any knight would be proud to wield. And I should know. But if you're to risk your life, shouldn't it be for something certain?
Is all this really happening because of that dragon god?
What? But the perils that grip the island, they are born of the same magic that floods this temple.
We've seen the same phenomenon across the nations. This affliction isn't isolated to your islands.
Even so, surely...
How about this then? We'll get you safely to the altar, and see what we can figure out there. You know where it is, don't you?
Well, yes.
Let's see what's really going on back there for ourselves. We've got business with this lance of yours too.
She's right. No point in stopping here. Is that okay, Captain?
I'll say fine with me.
That's fine with me.
What do you want with Dracodios? No. Whatever your answer, it hardly matters for the sacrifice. I will trust all of you as envoys of my brother. Besides, my third eye sees the flow of Magla keenly. There is something unusual about the Magla in your wake. It brings to mind descriptions of the heroes of old.
Are you talking about archetypes?
Then we must not disgrace their legacy. Let us proceed with all due care.
Then...
Alright, so now we're in this chamber. We've got Plateau here, so we're gonna save. Eupha's traveling with us now, but... So...
Yep.
sure where she's going at. So we head down some steps. We're now heading down some staircases to get deeper and deeper into the temple.
Time to go.
Through a door here. All right. She's talking. So I guess she's with us, but she's not out on the map. That's interesting. Okay.
Come on!
I feel stronger already. There they go.
Let us settle
Yeah,
the
we
end.
get the first one. This is just what I need.
This way now. The gargoyle's not chasing after us.
Energy up, everyone.
They're gone. The danger is
The
behind
gargoyles in this game look like gargoyles from any other. Oh, here we got another mural. So we got some dead soldiers. The soldiers who escorted me. Oh no, how can this be? Oh, and Eupha's got her helmet on. It's like a round, circular, very fine helmet. It's got some engraved, like flower type designs on the front of it, but they're not any different. And then she's got like a slight, then it's got like a horn on the top of it. What is this dragon god anyway? Any ideas what could have started with the little temper tantrum? Of that I am uncertain, but ever since the founding of the village, when our protected deity frenzies, it appeared it is appeased by sacrifices of the priestess. It's a mural. Our origins is inscribed here in archaic writing. What's this one of? Our origins, that is of the this is the Mustari people. Look close, there are people, the people in the painting have 3 eyes, and it's like a bunch of people living in a village.
Very well.
The painting depicts the birth of the village. Its center there, in the center there is our first chief. Our village passed down and protected for generations, and now I too must sacrifice myself to save it. So we keep going down. And we got finally go up here.
That's not half bad.
So. And then.
We got this. Nice. And that will
Birds are coming after us, but they're weak.
Impressive as ever.
Pretty easily.
How's that?
Did it!
Alright, now we have another mural here. It's a mural. The birth of the priestess is inscribed here. So we see an image of like a woman in the it's broken up into multiple sections. In the top there's a triangle with a woman in some kind of a robe on her knees, and she's praying to what looks like a fancy looking spear. And then on the bottom we have 2 other sections of people facing towards the middle of the mural. You know, people bowing and praying, and then there's just like other kind of intricate looking designs on the far left and far right sides. So we've got the priestess, the lance, and the flock. Feels like we're getting closer and closer to the truth of this island. The people of the village discovered these ruins and met the dragon god. Later, those entrusted with a sacred ceremonial duty became the priestesses. The dragon god is our protected deity, but an impetuous god of conflict. Sometimes its all-consuming rage is directed at the island. In those chaotic times, the priestess makes herself a sacrifice. Legends foretell that in offering her life to beg for mercy, the dragon god's spirit is appeased. Eupha, are you not afraid to die? It seems almost like you want this to happen. I cannot claim to be absent of fear, but I possess the ability to save the people of the village that I hold dear. So more than anything else, I feel both joy
Let
and
us
pride.
continue forth.
Now then, let us resume our journey.
Say,
I understand your feelings, but do you really need to throw your life away?
Great job. They all seem to
Come on, you cat!
got this.
We keep heading down. We're going down like a bunch of stairs. So it's just like on and on. It's in a
Everything's pretty
square
standard.
pattern. We are now at the base of the steps at the bottom of the temple. It's been a long day down. What's up ahead is the altar back there. You will know once you see it. Please go inside.
Got it.
So we go through this door. It's much bigger than the other ones you've had, but it's the same design. It's like a brown and teal design with the stones. And we walk in. What is this place? I don't think I've seen anything like this before.
Huh?
Look at that. The sky is so strange to see being so far underground. What the hell's going on?
Surely.
I shared your surprise when I first saw this place. Your shock was only natural. This is Dragon Grace Shinjuku, the remnants of an ancient civilization. My people refer to it as the Lost City.
What?
That's no language I know. Safe to say it's really old. So what they're looking out of is they're in the ruins of what looks like a skyscraper, and they're looking out and they're seeing the sunken ruins of a modern city underwater with just the tippy tops of the top floors of the tallest buildings peeking out over the water. We're behind the island now. We've gone through the mountain. That's no language. Yes, our ancestors discovered it alongside the lance and enshrined it in the temple, on the temple.
Please, have a look.
Look at your feet, traces of priestesses past, imprinted on the soil, an earthly record of their pilgrimage here. If we follow them, we shall reach the altar of the Lost City's lowermost level. Follow the path.
Let's go.
So, and basically we're in, now we're in this
standard.
building and it's overgrown.
It's all clear.
And we've got stronger enemies now in here.
Let's settle this quick. I'll show you.
And Emma just took herself out because these bugs repel fire.
June is down. Someone, quick, get her back on her feet.
Take it.
Time for my dragon.
I shall fight as the noble I am.
I call upon royal power within. Hack and slash. One left.
Took one out.
Oh, the power of heroes.
Slicer and then a spear attack.
Keep your energy up, everyone. Shouldn't be anything we can't handle.
This is our chance. This could be our chance. I will. Let's go. Win. Stay sharp. Keep it up. I call upon royal power within. Hack and slash.
That's the last of them. The way's clear.
That'll do. A new ability.
Thunderblade, nice.
That's all of them. Yes?
Alright. So we walk through here, and we've got all these overgrown crystals.
There are enemies around. Watch your step.
Okay, let's give this all we've got.
This is one of those trees that's weak to fire.
Let's fight its power. No holding back! The power of fire!
And the bonus damage from the burn takes the enemy out.
Smooth finish. Great work, everyone.
Victory is ours. And safety hard won.
So the doors are like these weird rainbow-looking doors with like butterflies on them.
This is the
and
place.
we're now in a... The Magla extends here. I believe we should be able to rescue these. Is this a Magla? How well then? Let's take a breather. And we're sitting at what looks like some kind of a table that you would see in like some, a university, like a meeting room or a classroom or something. And then there's just simple chairs. So we're gonna talk. Let's talk to our allies. See what they have to say about this. That view was incredible, but it certainly caught me off guard. I've never heard of a spell that could create a sky underground. It's an ancient magic. Its line of succession is frayed, so there are none left who can build it. I'm a little concerned about all these crystals around here. So I guess it is underground, and like it's within almost like a separate kind of sphere. I'm a little concerned about all these crystals around here too. Perhaps they're not quite as ominous as the Melancholia crystals, but they are Magla, no? Yes, at least they appear to be from their coloring. It is the presence of the dragon god which causes them to propagate in such a manner. No, those crystals have always been here. They were always present. They were already present when the ruins were discovered. So these ruins have been melancholized for a long, long time then, Galaxy. The melancholy of these ruins feels familiar. I can't say for certain, but I'm reminded of another place I know. I wouldn't be surprised if the dragon god's presence is making it far worse. We should press on carefully. So we're gonna make a record.
Let's go.
Zoom exploring.
Let's go.
There's another room I should be able to enter into as well. We open it up, and there's a melancholia crystal in here. Summoning bugs. Oh, and they
They'll
attack
need more
us,
than
so.
this.
The front row is feeling intimidated. Raiding rapid. Oh.
Rolls and relax. Settle down. Just focus on my voice.
Scout, let's finish this.
You and me. Come on.
You dare insult me, wretch?
Pull yourself together. This is just what I need. Howling wind or weakness.
I won't hold back. Win. Didn't work.
Don't get sloppy.
Oh, come on.
Is that all?
Two misses.
Heal her. She needs help.
I'll slap this up!
You dare insult me, wretch?
What a finale! Keep
Well,
your
that
energy
was
up,
not what I
everyone.
was hoping, but...
Some enemies are still around. Careful now.
So there's a treasure chest in here.
This looks valuable.
Now that's what I call treasure.
We got alabaster mail, which is a nice piece of armor. Let's see if there's anything in here. Some of these rooms you can find old stuff. They're not necessarily... Doesn't look like there's anything in here, unfortunately. Okay, there should be more rooms to explore.
I don't think anything would be too tough.
Alright, we walk through here. Is that an entrance then?
No.
Not quite. It leads to an ancient lift powered by magma. There are 4 lifts in the Lost City. In order to reach the altar, we must carefully make use of them.
Let us go.
Please continue along the traces on the floor as you bend. The lift is the altar.
Is this right?
Stop!
Everyone, stand your guard. Something's here. An ear monster. Is this a new human? A human? What are such monsters doing in the Lost City?
Seems likely.
Surely it's due to an increase in melanchalization. Perhaps this human was drawn here by the Dragon God as well. So they're meant to keep intruders out. They're doing the Dragon God's
That can't be.
But why? Why would the Dragon God reject me? I'm the rightful sacrifice. Never mind that now. Doesn't it seem like that thing's acting weird? Almost like it's waiting for us to make a move.
Wait.
Everyone.
Indeed.
So mice do not deceive me. It's moving as we move. If we can predict its movement, we can slip past it. A fight isn't necessary. Stay extra cautious.
I see you.
So this thing are 2 ears, and then they've got like a blade sticking out of it. Again, you know, the humans all look very bizarre. Alright, now we've gotten to the elevators.
Nice!
Let's take them all out.
Alright, so we got 1 tree that has green.
Let's go.
Don't let up now, Juna.
Scour!
You hit their weakness.
And then another tree
I
with
call upon the royal
leaves.
power within!
The green
Burn to ash!
leaf tree is weak to fire. The one with the red leaves is weak to wind. We got him.
What a finale! Keep your energy up, everyone.
A trivial fight, really.
Don't let your guard down. There's more of them.
Shouldn't be anything we can
We've
here.
got elevators 3 and 4.
Oh.
Elevator 3. Strange, it's not moving. The magma is sustaining, it must have faded. It's an old device after all. If we activate the magic source, the lift will move normal.
So be it.
And where might the source be?
If so,
To get to the mechanism, we'll have to take a shortcut with the neighboring lift. That one works, I believe, so let's go.
Then...
So we take lift number 4. It has 4 with the Roman numerals on it. So we now go up to the next to wherever it's
Just
going.
as I thought.
And now we're in the midst of a maze full of monsters, and we have to find
I think
the
there's
button
treasure
to turn the
nearby.
elevator, the power on
We got this.
for the elevator.
Right. Don't think we can avoid
I'm right here.
We have the edge.
Next strongest chimera.
Come forth, royal soul. I call upon royal power within. Hack and slash.
Alright, it
With blade in hand.
resists.
Pierce through them.
So it resists physical.
Hulkenberg's fighting her anxieties. Keep the enemies up fast. God, sir. Burn! Hulkenberg's
Let's
guard
see,
is
I won't
down.
hold back. Scour. Now samurai. The power of light. They die hard.
The ailment's slowing you down, Captain. Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone heal her. Hulkenberg's down. Get her back up.
Oh, please.
Captain's hurt bad. Let's get him some healing. God, sir. They sure don't give up.
Magic
down.
Seeker,
Someone
win.
help her get back in the fight. Close one. But hey, a win's a win.
Decent result.
So that thing was 10 levels higher than we are.
Be careful. There's more of
So
them.
I guess Edeni wasn't kidding when
If it's useful, I
said
say
that
grab it.
so we can see out the window into more of the water. Alright, let's see here. Well, I'd like to explore around more because there's something interesting in here that kind of explains
They've noticed us.
why certain things are happening.
They saw us.
I might not be able. You know what? I don't think I can get to it from here, actually. Wait, no, actually, I might be able to. It's just, it's a maze. So we got, like, the area's overgrown, but other than that, it's the inside of a modern building. But also full of fantasy monsters and crystals.
We've put some distance between us.
Okay. Never mind. There's a
Safe.
there's a door that's sealed. Okay. So I have to go down that other way I found before.
They found us. Look alive.
Goodness.
Oh. So we encountered the human.
Captain's hurt bad.
Still fight.
Let's get him some healing.
Got to be smart.
Sheesh, they're pretty tough. Better be careful. Nobody likes a clingy thigh.
Come on.
He's knocked down. We've got to wake her. Juna's down. Someone, quick,
Retreat.
get her back on her feet. What?
Alright. Head up some steps.
Hey,
Aha, okay, this is what I was looking
Indeed.
for.
This is our chance.
In one fell swoop. Behold this power. Raging fire.
Magic Seeker. Scour. samurai.
That's your opening, Captain.
Alright, took out the elemental, which is nice.
Lots of them. The way's clear. That's our captain. So versatile.
I'll trust my back to you.
So we walk into this square room. It's overgrown with trees and crystals. It says scraps of yellowed paper are scattered on the ground in front of me. I guess this is ancient writing. Maybe Eupha could read it. A long time ago, my brother taught me to read the writings of the ancients. It's not especially legible, but I shall try my best. The discovery of Magla, era of science, to an end. But despite all its glory, Magla, author, our destruction. The world destroyed. So, wait, so what's science? And this bit about Magla destroying the world. So the calamity had to do with Magla after all. Guess that's about all we know. Indeed, the first I'm seeing in this ancient writing as well. So I won't... So you can... I think you can kind of start to see what's... is going on here. They're saying that Magla was discovered, which ended science. And it was a discovery that was so terrible that it
I'd say we're evenly
destroyed the world.
What an incredible find.
That's jaw-dropping.
All in Abacus, which is a weapon
As
for...
long as we're careful, I think we'll be fine.
Thank you, but no thank you, you dumb monsters. Alright. Open up these doors here. And hey, look at that. Is that a mechanism that activates the lift? Captain, go on and give it a try. We pull. And lift number 2 looks like we'll be able to restore it. We'll take us to the altar. Not quite. What we restored is the lift in the entrance wing. The lift connected to the altar still isn't functioning. Oh, our goal is the altar. We ought to be restoring the mechanism for that lift.
Course.
Rest assured that the mechanism for that lift is nearby. Simply follow the trail on the ground.
If so.
She says there's a trail on the ground, but I don't really see one.
It shouldn't be anything we can't handle. We'll be okay.
We run across this bridge here. We open up this door. And we walk in, and we see a bunch of the ghosts of the ear. The double ear with the blade coming out human. How many of them are there? What are we supposed to do? This looks grim. The contraption we're after should be passed here. At this rate, pushing through would prove impossible. What do we do?
Actually...
There is one possible... It may be enough to eliminate the monsters. It's here. The flow of Magla around the monster is different from theirs. If I had to describe it, it feels fake, or like it has no real substance. In theory, we might find the source somewhere in the lost city. Then we may destroy all the humans in one fell swoop if we can find this source and snuff it out.
Surely right.
I have not felt its presence so far. It's surely hiding somewhere. Worth the shot. Let's see if we can find it. So we head down. There's another set of... It's packed with monsters. There's a big one around here somewhere. If we take it out, the small ones are... Oh, we can open up... We open up this, like, it looks like a garage door. And this takes
I
us
bet we could move something near here.
back to elevator number 2. Which will take us up.
But this is...
That's the spec. It says here, our true foe is on this floor. Their third eye allows you to look upon it, then we detect no threats. Maybe if I use my face sight will help me get the...
Right there.
And the two giant ears appear that are connected together, and it looks like there's like a person riding inside the ear that's piloting the monster. Look there. Finally give itself away. Guess it realized it couldn't fool us,
This
huh?
is bad.
There it goes, after it.
Go!
So we're chasing it around. And what we want to do is we want to close gates to trap the boss.
Damn it.
All set?
So we want to chase it around. So it goes down into the bottom, and then it runs into the door we just closed.
Finish it, quick!
Behold this power! Jeez, they're pretty tough. Be careful!
Let's fight his power! Scour! No holding back! The power of ice!
Oh, power of heroes! Oh,
Weak to lightning.
Raging fire!
Skull cracker.
What was I doing?
Alright, you inflicted forget onto Will.
Captain's lost his memory. He can't use any skills.
Let's see here. Maybe I'll just
Let's try this.
Fairy dust. Heal everyone by 100.
I owe you.
Thank you.
I call the lightning!
Thunderblade from Stroll gives us an extra turn. Kandera from...
What just happened? Take it! Samurai! The power of lightning!
Is it? Oh, power of heroes!
Alright, the thing's down on... Thing's hurting now. Attack and defense rose dramatically, but it's just using single target attacks, so that's not really going to help it.
The magic seeker!
Still here?
And in this case, the monster doesn't look see-through like the other ones.
I call upon royal power within! Are you prepared? Let me rethink this.
Stroll is almost out of time.
Tougher than I thought.
This is a regular attack.
Got them right in their weak spot.
Well, fortunately, we had just enough attacks to take it out before it hit us with another round. And now all of these see-through clone ghosts of it disappear. That settles that then, Juna says. Well done, everyone. The other imposters should be gone as well. What? The ground's shaking. Is that an earthquake? No, I don't think so. I heard something. A roar echoing from beneath the very ground we stand on. A roar, so this dragon god can sense the humans have been cleared out.
I'm going back.
Let's go back to the room with the mechanism, the one that was filled with humans. There should be... We should be able to activate the lift that leads to the altar now.
Alright.
I think this is just an optional area. Elevator 1. Yeah.
No choice but to cut through them.
Alright, how's that? Let's push through!
I don't think we can
Come on! Let's push through!
That takes care of that. I think we're safe now.
I think that's all of them.
But there's treasure, so we're gonna try and get as much of it as we can. Treasure is always good.
Watch out! We've been spotted!
Incoming!
Oh. Uh-oh.
Juna's anxious and they're out for her blood!
This is nothing.
Ow!
Golden teeth. The teeth enemy is not good.
Someone heal her!
We need to get away from these
Pokemon's
guys.
in bad shape. She needs help.
Everyone, run!
Good. We got away.
Careful. There's probably something movable.
How's that?
Let's take them all out.
Got an ogre.
Let's go.
Fast dancer.
It's okay. Let's go. Better be sure.
Is that for all that we strive? I see you!
Hulkenberg got them
I
right in the
think
teeth.
we may
That's
actually
for
be
you.
best suited to run away.
To die for.
Don't let your guard down. There's more.
I actually think maybe this
Yikes.
is not actually.
I think we're in a little over our heads.
Mostly just because.
I don't think we can avoid a fight here. There are enemies around. Watch your step. Amazing!
How's the end to that?
There's a glass bracelet on the ground, huh? It's got little needles inside. Used for assassination, so those needles may be poisoned. But the face is adorned with ancient numerals. The needles seem to be pointing to them.
Somehow.
It seems there's some trick to it. Perhaps these needles move once you find them. Hey, it's a watch. Not good.
They'll need more than
I
this.
just got ambushed.
Not good.
Captain's enraged.
Retreat.
By those dinosaur-like humans.
Some foes
We're gonna
still
take
draw
this.
breath.
We're gonna grab this, and then we're gonna get out of here.
Let's stash that somewhere safe.
They look pretty tough. Careful now.
We're gonna get out of here. There's more we can explore in here, but we're out of MP, and I would rather not waste an entire day on the dungeon, redoing this whole dungeon just to do the boss. So we're going to head down to the room where the humans were at.
All right.
Treasure chest here.
All right.
Wow.
Another little square room. Next square room over should have the lever to turn on the other elevator. And that turns on elevator number 3. Glad it's over with. I'm ready for it now.
We did
Well
it.
done. The lift connects to the altar. Should be one quarter now. Now we just need to head back to the elevators on the far end of this area. Run past the living tree thing. We're too fast for it, so it can't catch up to us. Okay, actually, never mind, it did catch up to us. But
I don't think anything would be too tough.
we're faster than the monsters we can play. And up the hallway here. And then we're gonna go back. So there's two bridges that
They gave
connect
up.
the two sides of this large area that go over like a, a gap between these two buildings that are connected to each other. But they connect areas that are not connected to each other. And now we can go on elevator 3. And we come out. We hear roaring.
So apparently,
The quake's more violent than the last. Looks like we're finally closing in on the Dragon God. You know, I've been thinking, could the Dragon God be responsible for the fall of this
That
lost city?
can't be.
What are you saying? The Dragon God is not so wicked a deity as the one you described. Can't, well, say she's wrong, though, can you? Didn't they originally discover Dracodios down here? That is true, but be that as it may, that doesn't mean... This is no place to consider such hypotheticals. There is no other way to tell if one is friend or foe, except to meet
Let
them
us
face
continue
to face.
forth. This is no good.
Alright, we got one of these garage doors that we can't pass through. We've got pretty strong enemies down
They
here.
saw us. Stay on your toes.
Our foes roam the area still.
Brace yourselves.
So they're the like dinosaur human things that have like the eggshells around them. But in this case they're gold, and we're gonna run away.
Should have figured.
Oh, I can't get away. Ugh. We came here at too low of a level to fight at this point, because we're...
Stroll can't take any more.
This is the longest dungeon in the game, too. Oh.
This is nothing. Everyone okay? You gotta heal up. Stroll! Someone get him back on his feet! Yikes! There's no
Come
way out
on,
of this.
no!
We gotta wake her up!
You'll pay!
We hit their weakness! You
dare insult me, wretch!
And because both my characters are enraged, I can't take any commands, which means they'll just do fruitless normal attacks and then die. Fantasy. I think this is my first game over. It says fantasy is dead.
So, fantasy.
What now? What now?
Alright, well, the only choice is to start healing Magla. So, Juna can't do anything without Magla, and neither will use it as well. So I used all my Magla healing items, but
I
at
don't
least
see
now I can
anything. We
actually
can't handle
use
this.
it.
Careful. We're not through them yet.
We've scattered them. Our efforts were not in vain.
No choice but to cut through them.
There's a lot of enemies on us now. There's a clear container on the ground at my feet. Must be some sort of ancient vessel. Oh, I'll give it a touch. I thought it was a regular bottle, but it's soft. Squeezing it makes a little thuddy sound and it dents. I wonder what this is. It's not glass. It's sure that's soft but doesn't break immediately. It's not fabric. These ancient circles, though. It's plastic.
What an incredible find.
I can't believe it.
Tortoise Jambo. Okay.
I don't think
Now
we can
gotta
avoid a
open
fight
the
here.
door. The doors in this are like a cool purple-looking design. And we're trying to get into the middle here.
We lost them. A bit like running from a crowd.
We keep running through the hallways. We take the treasure that we find along the way.
I think we lost them.
Slowly working our way through this
Shouldn't be anything we
maze
can't
here.
handle. We'll be okay.
Some of these enemies just self-destruct, so... takes us into a huge rectangular room. There's a magma crystal, we destroy it. There's lots of magma crystals. It's summoning all kinds of enemies. We destroy the crystals, the enemies will then but it
We'll hold our ground.
It burns.
Hulkenberg is in danger. She needs healing, fast.
Oh, we couldn't get away again. Come on.
Is that all?
Because if I can destroy the crystal, then all these enemies just disappear. And I get a bunch of EXP.
You'll pay!
Hulkenberg
Summer,
is dangerous.
let
She
me
needs healing, fast.
You dare insult me, wretch!
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
Don't underestimate me.
Should have figured.
There's no way out of this.
I guess since we're lower level, that means the odds of us running away are
No
low.
way!
My limbs
Badly
feel heavy.
wounded. Feel him. Ow! Stroll
Come
can't take
forth,
any more.
royal soul!
Someone heal him.
Win! There's two left!
For the captain.
No holding
Keep it
back.
going.
What a mess.
Samurai! That's
That
one!
one.
You
Great
dare
job.
insult me, wretch!
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot. That's
Should have just done that from the start. Oh wait, we got more enemies here.
Everyone, be careful.
Come on.
Hulkenberg didn't show you. She needs to let up now.
Great Vitus power! Scour! Two remaining!
Not what I
Dare insult
Not
me,
what I
wretch!
needed.
Are you prepared?
We're in trouble with him. We
The
can
power of fire!
behold this power. Bishop, give up already. Finish them off.
Win! A tough one!
Dare insult me, wretch!
Okay, I don't think there's any more backup coming.
Whoever heard that?
Give him agility.
I have never known such height. Please lend me your aid.
We're
I
gonna
hope we can have a moment.
skip some of these other crystals and enemies here. Alright, now we see a door that looks more like the door to the temple and less like the other doors for the ruined city. And we head in. It's a mural inscribed with archaic writing, the dragon god Et. And it's a picture of the dragon god, and then you've got the priestess with the spear facing the god, the dragon. Picks the dragon god manifesting before the priestess. Dragon god normally dwells within the Dracodios, but it takes to its dragon form only when I, the priestess, will it. Only when you will it, then how will the village come to harm? Does he just pop out and go on a rampage when he's feeling antsy? It's my first time doing anything of the sort, so as such, I'm uncertain. However, the dragon god is a protector deity. If we fulfill our duties, he will come out to our aid, I'm sure of it. What do you mean by well? Has the village lived up to these so-called duties? Edeni had said it himself. The village took all their fears and anxieties and burdened them on your shoulders.
Say,
Eupha, what truly compels you to seek the self-sacrifice? Because it is my duty. I can say that doesn't make it right. You don't have a choice. Can we stop the cycle? I'll say that doesn't make it right. You pity me? My lineage is written in sacrifice, determined by them. The priestess cannot simply refuse the call. I'm sure it is a matter of pride for you. You didn't take this role lightly, but I cannot condone a course that may lead you to dying in vain. Given how much you seem to care about people, Eupha, you could really accomplish a lot if you didn't, die.
but then...
What now?
Skill. So we're in an area that looks like the temple again and not like the ruined city. And we head down some steps. And we walk up and there's another, it's a mural. The priestess and the dragon god is inscribed here. And we've got the people in like the middle and like a circle, and then the dragon is on the left facing out and the priestess is on the right facing out. So the priest is holding the lance and a dragon, so the lance is in the depths of this.
Hey.
The this image, something about it doesn't sit right with me. On the left is the dragon god. Would it not be facing the priestess if it meant to make a meal of her? There, in the middle, all those inhabitants of the village.
Indeed.
They are. I interpret this as the people standing protected behind both the god, dragon god, and the priestess. I don't know. It's almost like the priestess is fighting with the dragon. Are priestesses really supposed to be sacrifices in the legend? Well,
See
correct.
here.
But offerings have been made to the priestesses for generations.
Might
Might I ask you some? Nope.
Why have you come to this island? For the lance, I know, but why risk your very lives for it?
Well, we've come this far in together. I suppose she deserves to know something, at least.
There is someone we aim to save. One who was ambushed in shadow, cursed to die. And the blackguard responsible for this cruelty now seeks our land's throne. If we are to thwart this tyrant, we must first ply him with power and favors. That is why we seek Dracadios.
So you do not bid for the throne for yourself? I had heard that the mainland's aspirants were all seeking relics for their own gain in the race.
But just so you know, we still meant that part about not wanting you to die.
You've just got her
Perhaps
on the whole time.
it was the same with my own parents. My mother and father served as the priestess and island chief before my time. They died in an accident out to sea, more than 10 years past. We knew they'd set sail to seek the dragon god, but we never knew why they made the journey at such a time, when no ritual was needed. To hear all of you now, I think I might understand. Perhaps your aims are not so different from theirs.
They sought to question the ritual itself, whether these sacrifices held any meaning. That way, they might protect their dear daughter. Is that it?
Yet there are those in the village who will not suffer any doubt in the dragon god's ways. My brother left for the mainland, claiming he'd change us for the better.
Your parents were not alone in their love for you. There are others on the island who would see you live.
And truly, I'm grateful. But as a priestess, even surrounded by such chaos and despair, I have already known such joy and freedom. To me, offering my life is no sacrifice. Those born into blessing must give back in turn. Such a duty is no more than simple common sense. It is the only way to live.
Well, that settles it. I'm getting you out of here. Deal with it.
Wait, but did you not hear a word I just said?
Oh, we heard. But fools like us rarely listen.
Let's go.
All right. So we head around and down a few steps, and there's a Magla Hollow here. The Magla is less suppressive here, I think. Magna Hollow is it? Then let's rest. Sit a spell. A rest is always welcome. And unlike so now this is more of a temple, so we've got just like a simple wooden table with wooden stools and some fire on the like a small fire burning in like a thing on top to light the room up. We're gonna make a record. Talk to allies.
Finally.
We're almost at the altar. Soon I may fulfill my sacred duty. Not too hastily now. We must first ascertain whatever is causing this dragon god's wrath. Too right, my good lady. A dragon god from the inside of a lance just shows up and all by his lonesome. Find that one a little hard to believe myself. That is true, but still. Well, whatever got this dragon god seeing red, I hope we can put a stop to it. And I bet if we head to the altar once we're ready, let's continue on. Alright. So we're gonna resume exploring. Head on down towards the altar.
The deepest part of the temple lies just ahead. It is the altar of the 12, where the dragon god Et slumbers.
What is this really sinister voice? There's unquestionably something totally not good back there.
This magla. It feels like that of a normal dragon, but somewhat different. What is this?
Well, that's why we're here. Let's go.
Ready?
Time to go!
Dragon got away. And we still have Heisman in reserve, so we'll be able to use him. He's got all his MP. So, very dark. We've got all these torches, we've got water. So we're going across a bridge towards the altar, which is on like a square island in the middle of the water. And we see the large pillars coming up, and we see the dragon's wings. It's like silver, so it's like a white, silverish dragon. We walk up on the altar.
No! It can't be! It can't be!
Oh, hell! There was a dragon after all!
Oh, it's a big white dragon, gold eyes, it's like white and silver scales.
I thought this thing needed a priestess to summon it.
And there's a human growing out of it. The lance is on the altar, and we see a human with 6 arms and a mask, like a head that's covered with a helmet that looks like a Mustari mask growing
We
out of
are
his
in no
back.
condition to claim it. Fire and flame! Has even the dragon god succumbed to melancholia?
No. I think this is something worse. Look! On its back!
Something clings to it. A human. Is that the fiend behind this chaos?
That's the worst double act I've ever seen.
Look at its eyes. Its mouth, like it's shielding itself, or like it refuses to confront anything, or almost like...
Eupha, get back! We've got bigger problems than the ritual! This thing wants to eat us!
You would fight our god!
What can we do but defend ourselves?
Eupha!
Eupha just falls to her knees.
I'm...
Look out!
The dragon roars, picks up its front claws. It's getting ready to attack. It swings its tail and knocks the whole party back. Eupha's staring out of her helmet. You can see all 3 of her eyes. She runs towards the spear. The dragon is literally right there, and it shoots flames and knocks her back. But the spear is knocked with it, so she can now grab it.
Eupha!
Grabs the spear. The characters are starting to get up.
What can I do? You would have me abandon this end. You would send me away to live my life. But how can I? This is all I have. Please. You can't take my purpose away from me.
Laura gets up.
I must apologize. I was wrong to assume. I was quick to judge. But your rites are not acts of barbarism. Yours is a proud heart. But still, see the truth. Is this your god? A god who demands martyrs, who desires tragedy, Is that truly a god worthy of your devotion and faith?
Arise now, priestess! Have you come here only to be saved? Or will you find purpose beyond death, to stand and fight as a savior?
Gets to her feet with the help of the spear.
I want to! O lodestar, you torn maiden of faith, O thou anguished traveler. Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
She's standing in the sanctum thing with the voice talking to her.
I love that island. I love the smell of its verdant flora. But what I love more than anything is its people. Their words may be coarse, but their hearts are true. I must save them. Please! Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities become thy light. O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
Her helmet breaks off. All three of her eyes are glowing red. She's got the same red spot patterns all over her, and she pulls out the heart.
If I cannot save them in death, then I swear I'll protect them with my life.
She transforms. She's got a long flowing green robe.
Let me fight by your side!
And she's got large purple-looking arms and hands. Assemble your party. So, we're gonna bring Heisme because he's got all his MP. And Juna, because she also has MP. Then we're gonna leave Stroll and Hulkenberg on the bench. And we're gonna put Eupha in the back row. Alright. Venture forth, yes.
Eupha? You can fight?
And that power!
I found my answer. I offer my life in battle, not in sacrifice.
Then we fight as a team!
That thing on its back! That's the human possessing it, right?
Yes, it must be. If we strike at the human precisely, we may be able to separate them. Everyone, you need not hold back. We fight to save the dragon god, Et. And I shall fight with all I am.
We're not sacrificing anyone. Come on, team, we fight together.
Summon Eagle Lion.
It is your turn.
So she summons an eagle lion thing. So Eupha's a summoner, and she does huge AoE damage or single target damage. However, it also requires her. Oh, the human block darkness. Not good.
Heisme's anxiety dancer. If he gets hit, howling wind trouble.
Let's magic seeker.
So the human on the back is weak to wind, so we're gonna try and take that thing out.
Opening, Captain.
Come forth now.
Oh, how could this happen?
Kunda, which removes debuffs. Cursed and Cursed. Heisme and Juna.
I call upon the royal soul in big trouble. Be a waste to let this sit.
Scour!
hit their weakness!
Here I go!
That's your opening, Captain!
It is your turn!
She summons the thing, which summons a huge tornado.
Is this truly my limit? I'll save this.
Oh, he's just got anxiety.
It's all collapsing!
What? It didn't affect them! Fast, dancer! Gale, hit their weakness!
I will
Don't
magic
let
seeker!
them
Still up?
Rolls out of MP.
It's absorbing the
Human-
Dragon God's power?
I feel so heavy.
Juna,
I can
careful.
do this.
It looks like you've got several
Heed
ailments. Watch your back.
Behold this power!
All those ailments. Watch yourself.
By this power. Take it!
Heisman,
Even my
that's a
school's
lot of
souls of
ailments.
kings,
Be
give
careful
me
out there,
strength.
okay?
Come forth now. I missed.
Yupa hit their weakness. You've got a bunch of ailments slowing you down, Captain.
Maybe not.
Alright, so I'm just gonna be using.
Let's try this.
Juna,
Everyone
careful.
summoner.
It looks like you've got several ailments. Watch your back. Juna's badly hurt. Get her some healing. Juna, are you okay? You look like
So
you're about
if
to
I
drop.
use the Great
Allow
Spirit
me to
Stone,
use this.
Thank you.
that heals everybody.
That helped.
I call upon a royal soul. Howling wind, their weakness.
I won't hold
Don't
back!
let up now, Juna.
So, and I'm just gonna use
This should work.
You hit their weakness.
I shall do
That's
it.
your
attack
only
items
weapon.
with will.
Yeah, Yupa hit their weakness.
Almost
Perhaps
got.
this suits me best. I'll use this. I guess
We did it.
We did it.
Now we just need to take down the body.
So the human is knocked out. So now we just gotta take out the dragon's
Let's go.
body.
No. A tough one.
Outlander.
The human possessing the dragon god is summoned.
The enemy still stands.
Assassin. Some mandible bearing.
Behold this power.
Alright, we take down the dragon god. And it falls down and the human falls off. We got the priestess heart, key item, dragon's breath, and a talisman of avatar. Everybody levels up their jobs,
Strive for greater heights.
basically. And all of our non-Eupha characters level up.
I admit, it feels good to get stronger.
I continue to grow.
Excellent. I've grown more powerful.
Tremble before me.
A new power to wield.
And the dragon god turns into a bunch of blue mist
The dragon!
that, well, actually, that freezes its ice. And then Eupha absorbs all the energy from the dragon back into the spear.
The dragon god Et has returned to its sacred vessel. Legend has it that while in its vessel, that's when the dragon god's power is greatest, and weakest when it takes to raging wing. So if it has a true form, you see it now before you. And here is our village's divine relic, Dracodios, Lance of the Dragon God.
'Twas rusty and worn, but now it almost gleams.
So dragons aren't just magical beasts. They're a manifestation of pure magla. My sister's research. She was right.
You all had the right of it. All these tragic calamities, they are not born of the Dragon God's wrath.
Then maybe they arose from the temple's melancholia. Perhaps that human was the source.
'Tis not the first time. Thinking back on it now, a human has always been at the heart.
You think humans are what's causing all of this?
No, I don't think that's quite it. Something about that monster. The way it instinctively tried to shield its eyes and ears. It was as if we faced the living past of the Mustari people itself. The Mustari reject the world beyond ours, lost and comforted by ignorance. And in adversity, it is our God we cling to as cause and answer to our suffering. Maybe we have only ourselves to blame. A self-inflicted madness. Our hearts are the source of magla, of magic arts. Even this new power, this archetype that has awakened within me.
The spear lights up. She turned. Yufa turns around.
I did not know this one existed.
And they run behind the back of the altar.
If this mural had been lost until now, then... This paints quite a different picture of the priestess. She looks to be fighting.
And on the right side, you've got the priestess mounted on top of the dragon with the spear out aloft, along with all the Mustari around the dragon fighting. And on the left side, it looks like a mural of the octopus-looking human that we defeated out at sea, with like a bunch of monsters and stuff around it.
You suppose this is the truth of the priestess's duty? I mean,
or actually, it
offering
was
her
the sea
life
monster Ford
to quell the calamity threatening the village. Maybe that's what it meant all along.
Yufa's got like a shocked expression on
It
her
always
face.
seemed odd that the Dragon God dwelled within a lance, of all things. Not a sealed urn, but a weapon. My brother often wondered about it. We were wrong. No, we did not even think to question.
You would have died in the name of an era of semantics. The world has not been kind to you, girl.
No. On the contrary, I feel I've been saved. I finally see my path laid before me. So thank you. Let us return now to the village. You said you had business with the Lance when all this had settled down, did you not?
Yes, but I doubt you'll want to let go of it after all that. We have to figure that out.
I cannot simply relinquish it, but perhaps instead...
What was that?
Surely not. The human from the altar? How has it not perished?
I heard it enter the water. This channel leads straight to the ocean. If it seeks prey to regain its strength...
Then it can only be headed for the village.
Damned beast! So much for taking it slow on the way back. After it!
Obtained Dracodios. I was able to subdue the raging dragon god in the depths of the temple along with the priestess Eupha, but the human attached to it escaped. Let's start. Eliminate Virga Island's threat. It is a 6 out of 10 mission. So we gotta hurry back. back to the island.
Someone, please!
Monster! A monster in our village!
I hear screaming. It's gotta be here.
Basilio.
You lot came back! We honestly... Ha! Looks like the little lady made it out, eh?
Of course! But more importantly...
Right. We've got a human on the hunt. Del's helping the villagers get to higher ground.
Truly? I'd not have expected it of him.
That's Fidelio through and through, isn't it?
I am Euphasia, the priestess. Thank you for helping with the evacuation. Hereon we shall...
Oh, priestess! It's the priestess!
Lady Eupha, please save us.
What don't you lot get about evacuate? You want to live? Do as you're told.
Priestess, what happened to the ritual? What of the dragon god's wrath?
Did you even perform the rite? Oh, this is a disaster. How can we survive now?
The dragon god Et is here as our guardian deity.
Don't worry, you'll get your ritual. The real one, that is. The ritual that's been buried for hundreds of years.
As the priestess, on my life, I will drive back this calamity.
Hold on now. You're not actually gonna fight, are you?
Basilio, where's the monster?
So be it. We end this here.
Now it's grown in size, and it's in the middle of the town. So we've got... Our party is fully healed, which is nice. So we got Eupha, Juna, and Hulkenberg. So...
It is time I put the truth to our teachings and rituals. I stand anew. I stand with you.
I thought we already finished. I call upon a royal soul. Jesse's a stubborn one. Raging
Now he's
fire.
much larger, because he's not just attached to the dragon.
I will fight by this power. Scour!
The battlefield is literally in the village.
Even summoner.
So we, you know, the house that Eupha and Edeni live in is like right in the background.
I for all that we strive for.
Alright. So this guy's the barrier change boss. You see this in a lot of RPGs where you'll have a boss who will change his weakness.
Looks like you can't brute force through this one. That didn't work.
Blocked.
It didn't affect them.
It's okay.
Unfortunate.
We can do
Is it
this.
working?
Magic
Try
Seeker!
hitting it with something else.
Hold on. What?
Attack was nullified?
Slash also does not work. Uh-oh, that's not good. All debuff.
Poison.
The captain's
I
anxiety
pray
is
you're
overwhelming
ready.
him. We can't let him get hit. Heed me!
That helped.
Youth is broken. It's gonna keep wearing her down.
Oh, so unfazed.
It didn't affect them. Hulkenberg's
I'll
fighting
show
her
you.
anxiety. Burn! The enemy's off her.
Okay.
I'm powerless.
Hulkenberg's
Will this
fighting her
even work?
anxieties. Keep the enemies off her. The attack was nullified?
Everyone is counting on me. After you.
The captain's anxiety is overwhelming
Your
him.
Highness.
We can't let him get hit.
I've got just the dance for you. You might say it's to die for.
I'll go with this. Strength.
I won't hold back! Here,
Obliged.
I can do this. Come forth now.
Is everyone all with blade in hand?
Fairly certain because the thing around it is blue. Yep, is red. Yep.
This is just what I need.
Yep.
I'll be fine.
So whatever the fire around it that tips you off to what it's using. So it's currently green. So that means I think lightning would be best bet against it, which
even my I pray you're ready.
Also Altenberg has
Magic Knight.
There we go.
I've got just the guards up.
And it didn't change its weakness, so that means that
let's try this.
I shall do my best.
I shall persevere.
Let justice prevail.
I've got fast dancer. I'll be fine.
Alright, now the thing's hurting. It's changing its weakness again. It uses reversal prayer. Alright. Looks like purple flame, which probably means darkness. So I think I have. Do I have any anything holy? No.
Here.
Even my strength will be needed. Saving is important.
I'll leave this
I'll
to
do
you.
my part.
Is everyone all right? I shall defend.
Are you prepared? The power of light. Impossible.
Never mind. Okay, so the wind.
Magic Seeker.
Lightning spells that I think.
Wind. You're here.
Yep.
Every wool, souls of kings, give me strength.
And Eupha took it out with her eagle lion
of the
thing.
Mustari. Fall.
And she uses like a magic to throw spear through the body of the human and it collapses
if I say
dead.
so myself.
Everybody leveled up.
Not bad at all.
I admit, it feels good to get stronger.
I continue to grow.
Ah! I didn't know I had it in me.
Marvelous. I feel stronger already.
Does it seem that I've grown stronger?
Right. That's the end of that.
Everyone, once again, thank you so much.
What a spectacle! To think I could have evacuated and missed the performance.
Eupha, that power.
It must be the same power wielded by priestesses of old. My rescuers helped me realize that.
You mean to say sacrifice was never the intent of the ritual?
The priestess offers her life in service, not sacrifice. She takes up arms and faces the scourge. That is why our relic is a lance.
A mural on the altar suggested as much. It's likely the murals of this village don't actually depict sacrifice either.
You saw what was inside the temple? What was it? Something the church would rather keep buried? Some other mystical relic?
A relic? Hardly. We saw a ruined city of the old world. Evidence of a history before our own. Small wonder the clergy can't send their monks. Anyone who saw that would have their faith shaken. It's all but physical proof that the Sanctus Scriptures are fiction.
You don't say.
However, we of the islands have done no better in upholding the truth of our past. With all my heart, I wanted to save our village. But all I did was sit and hope.
Lady Eupha.
I clung to my determination with such fervor. perhaps without my noticing, it became a desire for atonement. The day you left, Edeni, even the night Father and Mother left this world, I could do naught but sit and wait and hope. I believed it was my role as priestess. If I had done anything at all to change it, perhaps we would not have faced such horrors.
You can do your changing now. After all, you're still alive, you've got years ahead of you, and you've got friends and family close. You needn't bear this alone.
We support her. Without the rite of sacrifice. Was that also depicted in the temple? Is that really the truth of the teachings?
Is that so difficult to understand? What matters the murals or the truth of the teachings? Do you believe the priestess fought out of tradition alone? She fought because she wanted to protect us. This village. She fought for you and I. Our lives and joys. Is that not enough reason to support her?
You made good on your promise to save my sister. Words cannot express my thanks. But there is something that must finally be said. Eupha, I'm glad you chose life.
I understand now. It's not slaying monsters that gets rid of the melancholia. I think it goes away when we help people overcome their fear and anxiety.
I have to say, for the moment there, it looked like we'd have more dead than alive. But now they've got the lance, priestess, and the whole sodden village in their corner.
It's only relevant as far as it matters for Luis's sake, Baz. Remember, we're doing this for a world where your blood don't matter, long as you can fend for yourself.
Suppose, but what about them that can't fend for themselves? Like them village folk you helped save. Reminds me of that Glodell business too. They're tough enough that they don't need dirty tricks. If you challenged them, and they won fair and square.
Pack it in, Basilio. Our war may be quieter, but we're still fighting. Hesitate out there and you're dead.
Del.
Eliminate Virga Island strat. The human that escaped to Virga Islands was successfully defeated. In a single stroke, I saved the priestess Eupha and obtained Dracodios, the divine relic. Record events thus far. Thank you so much for joining us. I know that was a long one, but there you have it. We uncovered the secret history of the world that the church did not want anyone to see. We saved Eupha, we saved the dragon god, and we slayed the human and saved the village all in one one fell swoop. In the next video, we'll see the aftermath of the battle, and we will be traveling around the island chain doing quests. So thank you so much for joining us. Please like, subscribe, comment, and we'll be back very soon with more Metaphor Refantazio as we get to know these Mustari more and enjoy their islands before it's off to Altuberry for the next part of the main story. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.